Okay, so I'm back with Sagittarius moon sign compatibility. Interesting enough, like these two, they can have so many adventures together, experiences. They could be from different cultures or love learning about visiting different cultures with each other. There could be something about their experience that brings them together. You know, maybe they found each other when they were younger because maybe both of their parents were in the military or in some work or field that they both traveled, or one of the other traveled, that brought them together, or certain, you know, changes of their family situation or something that brought them together because of their experiences. They, you know, so they're attracted to each other's differences. It's weird that these two moon signs could be different but the same, because it could be something different. Like I said, their culture could be different, but their experience is the same. Their experience is different, but their culture is the same. Some sort of dynamic that's the same. And that is what interests each other, you know, brings the two together or keeps the two together. They could like to travel together. These two could be independent, like they could travel together and do things together, work together or whatever, or they don't have to. And they'll allow each other the space. They'll have this understanding there. So these two don't try to trap each other in unless there's some other affliction there or something dealing with the sun sign, or you know, that could be wanting or requesting a little bit more security from the other, or structure or something like that. But you know, overall, it's this, you know, hey, let's have experience, let's live life. Another thing about this placement too, though, is that the partners could live at a distance, or it could be hard for them to get together and be together in a relationship because of the fact that they're both like trying to break free the experience, and so there's nobody there to really try to hold the other person down or back, or like, hey, you know, could do this commitment thing, because it's kind of like they're both running from it or leaving from it or not there some kind of way. But they could be fun loving, very passionate. They could have met in school or exploring education together. Like they could get together and be like, hey, let's further our education. Or, yeah, you already got your master's, let me try to work towards mine. They could really cheer each other on and motivate each other. Their conversations is culture, like it's spinning on culture and learning about other culture, and maybe incorporating these things into their relationship. They could be like, they could come together, they could represent something totally different for like their family. Like there's something advanced or forward thinking about their relationship, forward moving, you know, I wouldn't say futuristic, but they can also come together but go apart, and then come together like later on in life, or, you know, when they get a little bit more maturity. It's a lot that they can learn off of each other. It's a lot that they can teach other people. But like I said, they're passionate. They are both thrill seekers. Now, I'm not trying to say, because I've met Sagittarius, some of them, that they're not, it's hard for them to leave what's familiar to them too. So that could be playing out here. You know, it's hard for them to kind of just break free of what's familiar to them or what they were taught and what they believe, because we're sitting here with the subconscious mind. So if there's any type of restrictions taking place in their belief, and the other person, there's something different that goes against that, what they believe or what they were taught, it could be hard for them to come together. It could be like this attraction there. They could have crossed the lines with each other, but it could be hard for them to come together. Now, when they argue, it could be very passionate. You know, their arguments could get very heated. It can be instances to where, because like I said, it's going to be with Sagittarius, it's not necessarily about one being the leader, but at the same time it is. Because Sagittarius is that sign that might tell you what you need to do, but then you try to tell them what they need to do, they're not trying to hear it. You see what I'm saying? You could be like, okay, well, you was just doing the same thing, or they're not trying to hear it every single time. So the problem can come in if they're both trying to be that, like, teach, preach, or suggest the way something should happen. Sagittarius also Sagittarius moon also really enjoys attention. They like receiving attention from each other. They like to feel needed and really want it. Like, do you passionately want me? Okay. It's not that they can't show, like, if there's signs of their partner acting like they can't live without them, and they not in a trap type way, a very free way, they don't do good in those type of situations, you know. So you have to show each other, like, I feel like they show each other this importance, like, I want you. It's not a matter of I'm in this situation with you because I'm in this situation with you because I want to be. That's what they want to see, and they feel and they get that off of each other. So yeah, these two naturally vibe. They got this natural understanding. Like I said, I feel like where things would go wrong, their inability to just address certain things, and one or the other not necessarily being right. It's just like, let's address these things, and then let's because they can listen to each other. It's not that, but let's address these things that could be causing complications, you know, with our relationship. There could be things that they both overlook, significant things that maybe they need to pay attention to and acknowledge to help bring them together more intimately and everything. Because if not, you got two people going in different directions and entertaining friends and not wanting to be trapped down. But other than that, like I said, there is this attraction, this natural rapport. They have very good communications. The only thing is who running this situation, like who you know, are they on the same page or not? That would be mostly the theme between Sagittarius moon and Sagittarius moon. All right, so this has been Sagittarius moon compatibility. I sound like a news reporter. This is Butterfly the Light, and I will return.